Okay, so not really an emergency, but it is to us. It's been about 2 months since we got some David Austin roses. When we did get them, we kind of did an impulse buy. So we were looking for a specific David Austin rose. We ended up getting the Harlow Carr. We were actually looking for Princess Alexandra of Kent. We didn't find those, so we put 3, and then we were going for a 4th one in an individual spot. So we were looking for another pink type, rose that would kind of match, but not be completely uniform with the rest of them. So we ended up going with the Wisley 2008 is what it's called. So for those of you that look at your garden every day, it's what we do. And so while I was out there looking, I noticed that my Wisley 2008 was not on the same schedule, you would call it, with the Harlow Carr. My Harlow Carr have numerous of blooms already, which I plan to cut down once they start, their first bloom. And I'll pop a picture up so you can see what they look like right now. But the Wisley, for some reason, it's not showing any signs of any types of blooms. So first of all, let me explain. We have maybe about a year and a half before I got to move. We do move a lot, so I know cramming everything and trying to get everything to grow, and gardening is patience, but I don't have any patience. so the Wisley, I did some research. And like I said, if you're impatient like I am, you do an impulse buy, and that's basically what we did. So I did some research on the Wisley and found that through a lot of people that talked about the Wisley, it's a stingy bloomer. It takes about 3 years to really establish. The original Wisley, I guess, was not as successful. So the Wisley 2008 was the new coming of the Wisley. But I found that it doesn't bloom as fast, and some people complained that it bloomed a little bit slower, and if it did give blooms, it was only a few, not too many. So we're going to go ahead and replace it and see, if we can get them all on the same schedule so we can have beautiful blooms up in the front. This is the Wisley 2008. Look at these. So people on the internet were wrong. We got there and noticed that the ones they had there had buds. I spoke to the owner. He explained to me that we pretty much bought them bare root. They had just started planting them in 3-gallon containers when they got them, and so I noticed that when I planted them, they were kind of loose, so they were pretty much bare root. And what he told me was he was surprised that I even had any buds going on right now. He said give it about a month and they should start producing buds. So he said if they don't perform as well or anything like that, he has a 6-month guarantee on those, and I read it when I bought them. He said just bring it back and he'll replace it free of charge. The owner's pretty good. That place is pretty good. I like the way they do business there. But I do recommend really doing some research when you plant them. We're in a zone 8, so they do perform pretty well here. Like I said, I was just kind of nervous and kind of worried about what it looked like, and was worried that it wasn't going to bloom. These David Austin roses are free flower forming. They have an old rose fragrance to it. As you can see the cup there, it's a nice cup. We have 3 of them. There's one there and one right over there. That one's taking a little bit longer to take off. We dug the hole about twice the size of the container and planted them down. We fertilize it when we plant them down. It's been about 2 months now. This is how they look after 2 months. As soon as all these blooms that we have here are expended, I'm going to go ahead and deadhead them all, probably down to about, I don't go off the 5-leaf thing, I just kind of eyeball it, and I've been successful thus far, but we'll fertilize it right after that, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of more other blooms. Okay, here is the Wisley 2008 that we were freaking out about. That's my concern right there, is where buds are supposed to be, they're not. But this one is supposed to have a fruity fragrance with like raspberry and tea notes. It kind of grows wherever it wants to, as you can see there. But think I'm a little bit more comfortable right now with the talk I had, and hopefully it'll get going.